Second nature for children is in the house. I hope everyone is doing well. Man, absolutely. After this Memorial Day, I hope everyone had a great holiday. And I just want to come in just for a moment and share some things with you. Just for a moment. Second nature for children is in the building. Today, I want to talk about why blacks continue to fall as a people, why we continue to fall. Now, I want you to understand something. Children are my first priority. Children of color, my first priority. Then I come back with adults because I have to send the children home to the adults, to a falling adult on a higher scale. And I'm speaking from my experience and my observation of working with children for around 35 years now. So I want to chop it up with you for a moment about why blacks continue to fall. Make sure you go to our website, snfchildren.org, and see the great work that we do with the youth and the children. Check out our Facebook page and see the work that we do with the youth and the children. And Second Nature for Children is a program where we educate children about complete wellness. And that's getting an understanding of how to take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. Can you imagine as an adult now if someone would have instilled in you where it was just second nature for you to take care of your mind, your body, and your soul? Family, a lot of us are hurting today because we're unhealthy. Let's take the mind, let's do the body first, and then we'll come back to the mind. The prevalence of high blood pressure among Black people in the United States is among the highest in the world. So we know that as adults, we're dealing with this high blood pressure thing. And like I said, we don't have to pull up numbers for everything. I have the statistics and things like that, but I want you to just be able to observe with me for a minute and think about your own life, especially 40, 50, 60, 70-year old people of color. I want you to just look at yourself, look at people that you encounter, look at your family on a higher scale. You see yourself that most are either overweight or obese or not doing well physically. Heart attacks, heart disease, diabetes. You see it. We don't have to pull up numbers for everything. But watch, if we're not educated as adults and taking care of ourselves, then that trigger down to our children. That's why we continue to fall generation after generation after generation because we're not taking heed of taking care of ourselves physically. We were not instilled at a very young age that, hey, taking care of yourself should just be second nature because it's universal that anything without a base will fall. And a lot of us was raised up in the three areas of dealing with the body, the mind, and the soul that we have no foundation. We have nothing to stand on. So now as we become adults, we're sick, we're unhealthy, we are not well. And now I'm sure those are facts. So we got to make sure that we begin to take care of ourselves physically. So it'll trigger down to our youth, to our children. If not, if we don't, as adults, take heed to information, start wanting to be entertained so much, Stop wanting to be just entertained so much and be willing to take information and wisdom and do something with it. Then we can begin to help our children. So we got to do better with our physical fitness. If you need my help, snfchildren at gmail.com. I got you, family. I see you need my help. I see you need my help. So we got to be able to help ourselves so we can help our children. And if we don't get it together with our physical being, then we will continue to fall. And you will see it generation after generation after generation because we're not instilling anything in our children. Our mental state. A lot of us was not taught, and a lot of other cultures teach their children that the brain, that the mind is a achieving machine. And so if you want to be successful at anything, then you have to make sure that up here you have already either defined what it is you want to be, envisioned what it is you want to be, or imagine what it is you want to be. And we got to make sure, family, that we teach that to our children because now a lot of us have gotten to the age where we're very unhappy with our life because what it is, what we wanted to do when we was younger, we didn't grow up being that. And so now we find ourselves going into a place because we got to survive. So we got to take a job. Most of us go into a place, spend most of the day in a place we don't want to be at, around people we don't like. That'll depress you. That'll make you very unhappy. And then we got to teach our children how to deal with a lot of drama that they deal with at a very young age because now we have gotten to an age in life where we carrying a lot of things that we dealt with in our past and as a youth. And if we don't begin to learn how to deal with our mental state as a people of color, we'll continue to fall. We got to help our children. We're not helping our children. Look around at yourself, like I say. See how unhealthy you are. Look at your children. See how unhealthy they are. Look at your grandchildren. See how unhealthy they are. We got to help our children. And then we have to help ourselves first so we can help our children. So make sure you go back and look at solutions for blacks that'll begin to help us mentally. Family, make sure you go back and look at those solutions so we can begin to help our children. So as you come into the room, make sure before I go on that you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and share this information because it's facts that either you need this information or you know someone who needs this information. Because if we don't gather this information and do something with it and apply it to our lives as blacks, we will continue to fall. Anything without a base will fall. Growing up, a lot of us was not instilled a great foundation for the journey that we're on. And we got to change that for the trajectory of our youth that's coming up now. And you see that our young people is having a hard time because we got to make sure that we parent and that we're guiding them in the right direction. And then once it come to the spiritual side of helping us as a people, we know that we've been indoctrinated with religion. We know that. We know that. We see that on a higher scale, and you just look around and be observant, like I said, that it's not helping us because we've been depending on something to come and save us or something to come and help us. But family, let me tell you something. And we got to instill this into our children. You're going to have to help yourselves. I'm going to say it again. You're going to have to look at that which dwells within you. Stop looking outward for help and begin to look inward because your help, it dwells within you. We got to make sure that our children first spiritually love themselves. You got to make sure first before you embrace any religion that you love yourself first. And once you learn to love yourself first, then you will begin to take care of yourself better than you are doing. Facts. Religion is not helping a lot of us. I see us in the church. I see us on Facebook and social media talking about amen this and amen that. I see that. I see us with the prayer groups. I see that. But I don't see it helping us because we're in the worst shape. Now, if you're going to take that belief, make sure that you take that belief and you live that belief so it'll help you progress and move forward in life. But if you've been something for 10, 15, 20, and 30 years and your life still the same or it's getting worse, then that religion is not working for you. And I'm not seeing where reaching out, always reaching out for something, is helping us as a people when you need to reach inward and build that relationship and make that connection with that which dwells within you. We got to make sure that our youth is not indoctrinated so much with religion. We got to make sure that our youth is indoctrinated with learning how to love themselves first. And you as well. I come out of the Black Baptist Church, one of the most unhealthy places I've ever been in for us as a people. We're always sick, we always crying, we always depending on something or someone to come and save us. Family, if you want to be saved, you got to learn how to save yourself. And that's making that connection with that which dwells within you. Religion has separated us. It has really hurt us as a people because it keeps us battling against each other to the point where we can't get nothing done because it's a mystery that we're always looking for when we need to learn how to take these three areas. If you want to be and live a healthy life, start taking care of yourself physically. You don't need religion to learn how to take care of yourself physically. You don't need religion to learn how to begin to make better decisions. You got to tap within yourself, family. And then we got to take these things that wisdom and we got to trigger it down to our children so we can stop falling generation after generation after generation. That's one of the problems that we're having, family. We got to do better as a people. And if we don't learn how to connect these three areas, dealing with our bodies, our mind, and our soul together, blacks, my main focus, children, my number one focus. And anyone, I don't care what color you are, if you want to take your life to another level, learn how to connect these three areas: your mind, your body, and your soul. I guarantee you, once you learn how to connect them together, optimal success. Facts. So, family, make sure that you go back Look at those solutions for blacks, and I guarantee you that if we begin to work on those solutions, because we know we got a lot of problems in the black community, and a lot of people just talking, 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 but I'm bringing solutions. Make sure you share those solutions. Make sure that when it comes to your mental state, that you work and see, do you have a mental disorder? Do you have a mental illness? Or do you have a mental issue? We got to work on see what we're dealing with from our past. And when it comes from your spiritual being, learn how to connect with that which dwells within you. Stop always looking for something or someone to come and help you. Your help lies within you. That's you and that which dwells within you. And once you learn how to connect those three, your mind, your body, your soul together, I guarantee you, and build a base so that you can have something to stand on, you'll stop falling. Because as black people, we continue to fall because we're disconnected with our minds, our bodies, and our souls. If you need my help, hit me up, snfchildren@gmail.com. Make sure that you go right now, family. Make sure you subscribe, hit those thumbs up. Make sure you share this information. And like I said, once again, family, within those three areas, if you need my help, dealing with the mind, the body, and the soul, so we can stop falling as a people and we can help our children. Take care.